Hey, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at Glmr. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. If you haven't seen the previous update, make sure to watch that before watching this one. It's going to be linked in the top right hand corner of the screen. Now let's jump straight into the TA. Taking a look at the daily chart, we still have the same Fibonacci retracement with the swing high printed in June and the swing low printed in the middle of June. So the high was printed at the end of the June actually. So we print the low, we print the high, and now we're retracing slowly but surely back to the golden ratio at 24 cents. And we've been holding it as support for the past week or so. And this is good. This is showing strength. We're not immediately dumping back to the local low at 21 cents. So this is good. This is where you would be accumulating more tokens. And I am going to be giving out a huge buy alert very soon on Patreon. So feel free to join the Patreon for a 7-day free trial to take a look at my portfolios and all of my buys. But Glmr is definitely a coin that I'm eyeballing right now. And for those of you who know the charts, you can see that we are in a falling wedge over here. So we do have the third touch off of the support, and usually on the third attempt we do break out of the pattern. So we are potentially looking at a 20% move all the way up to 29 cents. This would be a nice retracement back to the high. From here we can either print a double top or we can continue breaking to the upside, and we could make our way back to this resistance block to approximately 34 cents. That would be a pretty bullish outcome, and this would obviously mean that the entire altcoin market is going to be pumping. So 32.5 cents is going to be our technical target if we start breaking above 29 cents, but that is far off into the next few weeks, I would say. As you can see, we can start pumping pretty quickly, so it takes us about a week to pump 37%, and in this case, this would only be a 20% move to the upside, so I would even say a few days would suffice for this breakout and for the technical target to be met, exactly where the falling wedge was created back here at 29 cents at the end of June. Now, on the contrary, if we were to lose the support of the falling wedge, and in fact, the support goes back beyond the falling wedge. We have a bounce here at the start of June, in May, and actually twice in May. So we've been holding this level for quite a while. We did have a drop below it, and if we do lose it once again, we are probably going to be retesting 21 cents. So if you're looking to buy and you're looking to snatch up some Glmr at these low prices, maybe set up some buy limit orders above 21 cents, around 21.5. But remember, don't have any round numbers in your buy orders, because then you're putting yourself with a bunch of people who are looking at the exact same support level. So that's why you want to have your buy limit order slightly higher, so that when the price drops, you have more chances of getting filled. If the price reverses, great, you're filled in, and all these people that were waiting down for the order to be filled are forced to buy higher, which will push the price even higher. That's just a really good tip for you guys to use. And taking a look at the daily RSI, you can see that we are slowly but surely recovering down and retracing down. If we were to drop back down to the blue support block, that's where you want to be accumulating, because as you can see, every single time you enter the blue block, you see a move to the upside. And I think the next time this happens, you have to, I'm not a financial advisor, but I would be buying as many tokens as I can if I still didn't have a position, and I'm bullish on the project. Obviously, don't expose yourself too much to one single project, but I'm just saying that we could see a rally in August, in September, and these could be our local bottoms before we start rallying, and potentially we could see ourselves sitting at 34-40 cents back in August or September. Now let's switch over to the weekly chart. And before we continue with the video, I quickly want to mention my Patreon that's linked down below in the description. If you enjoy my content, you want to get more exclusive content, and you want to support me at the same time, definitely feel free to check out the Patreon, because you're going to get a 7-day free access on my Patreon and an instant access to all of my content since October 2021, which is when I started. You'll get access to content like exclusive weekly podcasts, and we're starting to invite guests already. We have 40 plus low cap gem posts. We have a bunch of project reviews. We have a bunch of resources that are going to help you save time and make more money with this upcoming bull market. So this is definitely a great exchange of value for the both of us. And once again, there's a 7-day free trial. Feel free to check it out. You can leave anytime, and let's continue with the video. Taking a look at the weekly chart, you can see we are quite overextended from the 20 EMA, and this typically means that we could expect a move to the upside, a retest of the 20 EMA, and then a move to the downside, just like we had a retest over here, February 2023. As you can see, the hole, or the gap between the 20 EMA and the price action was very large, and at some point you just had to come back up, retest it as resistance, and then continue back down. The exact same thing could happen over here, which would be perfect, because at the same time we would retest this previous support as resistance. So we lost the support over here, we drop down, come back up, back test of resistance, and then we go back down. So this could be a swing tradable event. You could look to take some profits at around about the 20 EMA. Right now, that would be 32% to the upside, which is pretty good. And that would put you at approximately 32 cents, ironically. And I'm not saying we're not going to continue pumping after this happens, but if you're just looking to have a short-term trade, this is the one that I would be looking at. Long-term, these are very good buying opportunities we're having right now. Once we break above this descending diagonal resistance trend line, I think we could be looking at a massive pump to the upside, because once you start losing, or once you start breaking above a major resistance like this, typically you see a strong move to the upside. Of course, the volume indicator would have to confirm that. And you can see here we have one touch, second touch. On the third touch, you're very likely to have a breakout. So we just need the volume indicator to confirm that this is a legit breakout. And after that, we could be looking at a retracement all the way up to 56 cents. And that would put us at the 2023 February high. And I would say that is looking very possible in the next few months, because we're sitting at the current price is 24 cents. That would be a 130% move to the upside. And considering the market cap of Moonbeam, this would not be out of the realm of possibility. And after this breakout, if it were to happen, I would like to see a nice retest of support, come back, consolidate here, and then have the move to the upside. So back testing the previous resistance levels as support is very important. And taking a look at the weekly RSI, you can see that we are sitting very close to the oversold. So this is a strong buy based on this oscillator. The same goes for the stochastic, and the same goes actually for the MACD. We don't really have much data here, so we can't really make a proper decision based on that indicator. And the volume isn't really there. We don't have any volume. If you zoom in, it looks bigger, but if you kind of zoom out, you can see in comparison to what we had back in 2022, these candles are nothing. So hopefully the price suppression is going to end with the last unlocks happening in October this year. I want to thank you all for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hopefully you learned something useful. Let me know what you think of GLMR. I am going to be preparing a GLMR video for August, when I'm going to be gone on my vacation. So we'll have, I think, a video coming out every other day on the channel, a pre-recorded video with some general themes. So we're not going to be doing technical analysis because it's very time sensitive. I'm not going to be pre-recording TA, but we're just going to do some low caps, some general questions that you guys have. So if you want me to make a video on something specific, let me know and I'll try to get that done before I leave in August. Thank you all for watching and take care.